In today's video, we'll be looking at the old knucklehead himself, Wolverine. Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Bonebreaker wave. Let's get into it.
The way I got it figured.
Alright, so here's Wolverine in his package, Marvel Legends series. X-Men Wolverine. He's the Build-A-Figure Bonebreaker wave. Comes with an extra head and really nothing else. On the back, or on the side rather, we have some nice artwork. More of the same artwork. And it says, suddenly resurrected and bearing superheated adamantium claws, once again Wolverine must fight to reclaim his freedom and his mind. Artwork repeated on the other side. All right, let's get him out. Take a look. Okay, here's Wolverine out of his package. He uses the well-worn standard Wolverine body. He's pretty much a redo of the tiger stripe original costume Wolverine, or rather the 90s Jim Lee variant of that costume. And of course he has all the articulation that figure has, which is thigh swivel, knees, rocker ankles, wrists, forearms, arms out to here, butterfly joint, and a head that pivots up and down. Not so much side to side, but turns, of course. Standard Marvel Legends Wolverine articulation. The big draw of this figure is he's a more modern take on Wolverine, although not the most modern take, because that figure came out first. The House of X Wolverine is the most recent costume Wolverine wears. I believe he's still wearing that costume now. I'm not reading that X-Men book. And the X-Men book that I am reading, he's not in, which will be Immortal X-Men. Check it out. Okay, let's bring in a couple other Wolverines just so you can see the similarities and differences. So here's the most similar Wolverine. The tiger stripe outfit. Probably everybody's favorite. Most people's favorite. I don't know. He wore that costume longer than any costume. Because they brought it back 1991 when Jim Lee started doing X-Men. But here he is with tiger stripe Wolverine. And here he is with brown suit Wolverine, which was the costume Wolverine went to when he left the tiger stripe outfit in the first place, way back in the early 80s. This figure, of course, takes place, the figure timeline is Wolverine when he returned from the dead. So in Return of Wolverine, and he came back with the hot claws, as they call them. which of course by now has been kind of dropped from the comic. He doesn't really have hot claws anymore. I guess people thought it was dumb. I don't know. Seemed like it would hurt more. When he pops the claws, they're already, you know, they're literally penetrating his skin each and every time. And now they're like hot. I don't know. That's probably a bit much. I know they wanted to shake things up a little, but Wolverine's Wolverine, and we're glad to have him back. I have three Wolverines. I don't have the House of X one just yet. I probably will get them one of these days, but I'm not in a big rush. Okay, so the other thing about this Wolverine that was appealing to me was his alternate head. So we're gonna put that on him. So popping off his masked version, there's his maskless head. Of course, there's another Wolverine. Maybe it's a cartoon Wolverine or the 3-pack Wolverine with Jean Grey and Cyclops, where he has, you know, the mask, the cowl is like down around his neck. This figure doesn't have that. Doesn't seem necessary to have it, but of course it would be a nice touch. But still, he still looks good with his alternate head on. Here's Wolverine facing off against his arch nemesis, Sabretooth. Ready to throw those hands with the heat claws. But Sabretooth may have his number. I always like to get a villain for all the sort of main heroes that I collect with Marvel Legends. Gives me something else to buy. But I do like to have a villain, at least one, to go with each hero. Of course, Sabretooth has his own video, and you can check that out. Check that out too. Final impressions. Way I got it figured, this Wolverine is a solid release. You may be able to skip it if you just want a more traditional Wolverine without hot claws. There's nothing color matched to go with this one, so you can't really swap the hands out for another one without it looking off. And of course, he's got the plain Jane face, which isn't bad, but you know, he doesn't look very angry, which, you know, I suppose I could call a flaw, but you know, it's a pretty decent Wolverine. He checks a box. He's very popular, so of course in the line they're gonna put him in every line they can put him in because he sells. So that's all I got for this one. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you want to see more, please give me a subscribe, and please comment. I'm always looking forward to seeing comments and getting feedback so that I can improve the quality of these videos. Hope to see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.